Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you had one prayer left, if you had one prayer left, and you didn't have time for any more, if this was your last breath, you only had one prayer left, tell me you didn't have time for any more. If this was your last breath, if you had one prayer left, tell me who would you pray for? Your grandma to get better, your husband not to fall apart, your memory to live forever for the good Lord to take you home with Him. If you had one, that's a great job. Thank you so much. You know, we really have to think who we would pray for, right? When I was out on the road years ago, a little bit about me for those of you that may not know my story. My dad and mom were married a lot of years, but he developed an alcohol addiction during his 20s over in World War II. He served over in World War II as a medic. He came home and that addiction just continued. Some of you may have some of that in your family this morning, either in family or friendships. And at the age of 52 years old on a rainy Sunday night, my dad took his life in our home. How do folks get through that if they don't have the Lord? I don't know how they do it. I had been saved when I was 12, and how they do it. I had been saved when I was 12 and knew the Lord, and I was 14 on that rainy Sunday night, and it was hard. So I wrote a song a few years ago. It was the title of the very first CD. And I did the very first CD, and I do have CDs back there, and I'm also a consultant for Compassion. We have a lot of children over in other countries. These children have nothing. You know, their parents have nothing. We're so blessed in the United States, and I have children, girls and boys this morning that are waiting to be sponsored. For kind to you, I know that there are struggles in the corners of your mind, and it seems like there's so much more to go through. It's in times like these I want you to remember that you're not alone, that I will pray for you, that I will pray for you. So hard and so demanding, and you feel you must be strong for others too. But when God there, He'll stand beside you, no matter what the situation. Our God's gonna see you through, and I want you to remember you guys are live this morning. I'm always out on the road singing to tracks. I'll be in Georgia next weekend. It'll be just me and the piano and the track. So anyway, thank you guys so much for getting to, and it's always fun for me to sit in and play piano because I don't get to do that a whole lot anymore. So that's always, and but we were there holding Mama's hand when she passed, and we're so grateful for that. And So I love the month of February because it's Valentine's month and my mama's birthday too. So, and today is your sister's birthday.
I was going to ask you, listen,
yes.
Today is my sister's birthday.
Is she watching right now?
Well, I don't know. She goes to church back home as well, and but she does watch. But if she's at home, she's watching.
Should we sing happy birthday to her?
We will, but we're going to sing to Miss Julie Stockton down here too. Her birthday was last Wednesday.
Julie was Wednesday, right?
Yeah, it was Wednesday.
Yay.
So let's sing happy birthday,
Sing happy
Pam.
birthday, shall we?
Go ahead.
Anyway, thank you so much for attending Cowboy Church this morning, for having me, for blessing me. I got a blessing this morning, I think. And I wrote this next song about my mom, and we were trying to raise awareness for Alzheimer's, and I think we did that some. It continues to be a menace to the health of so many folks as they age. But anyway, I wrote this with Glenn Bates. We were sitting along one day talking about our mothers, and Glenn's mother had already passed. But the video is also on my website too. So go to PamWestonMinistries.com or PamWestonMusic.com. The video is on there. You'll get to see my sweet mom and my sister on there. But we were sitting around one day thinking about the things that our mothers told us kind of when we grew up. So here's my song, Mama Can't Remember. Thank y'all. Instead of watches over you, people say he doesn't care. Don't forget that he's right there. What they're saying can't be farther from the truth. I never wrote those lessons down. That's the one thing I'll regret. Mama can't remember what she said. Don't